Hello everyone, today is Thursday, December the 8th around 9:43 p.m. Guys, very easy. Nothing else that we can say that the US dollar is about to get weak. We believe that the US dollar have a little more strength on it, and still is gonna look for an area between 79.06, 79.07, 79.28, I'm sorry. Remember when we said last night that the US dollar was a buy around this area, that's why we went into the cable trade. And now, very simple, it's like this. You got the 5 swing on the dollar from the beginning, and now the equal less comes at 79.06. We believe that the dollar is in a wave 4 from the lows here, and then the one more move higher, we made the case for 5 swing from here for the 78.10, and consequently it's gonna end the 3-way move back that comes from here. Now, the next high should be favorable, and the dollar should getting weak after. Now, let me show you copper now. That's for the dollar. Copper also can be called an almost complete correction with another swing lower. As of right now, copper have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7. So copper need another low to make the case for a complete correction. Now, when those two pairs, copper and the dollar, ended, this is what we're gonna see. Ended that proposal B way. This is what we're gonna see. We're gonna see copper rally. We're gonna see copper rally like this, and the 50% retracement copper comes at 342. And remember what we say, that copper needs to go higher to $4 and $4 right here. Until you don't see copper at $4, you don't gonna see enough to call a correction and risk ended. That's for copper. And then for the case of the dollar, most likely what's gonna happen is something like this. Ended right here at 79.28, and then the dollar is gonna sell in 3 ways to around 77.20. If we do something like a regression here, and we mention this, we're gonna see that for those two legs to get equal at the 50% dollar, this is unbelievable. And I want you guys, the good wave that we have right there, to pay attention to this. Equal legs at 77.24, which is the 50% back of the A way and our target all along. In the case of the dollar needs to top at 79.07 tonight. And guess what, guys? If you take a look right here, the equal legs from today's move is at 79.07. This is unbelievable math, and I want you guys to understand that that's how these machines works. 79.07 is the equal legs when the first 5 swings equal with the legs today, and also 79.07 from that area is gonna make the equal legs for the first leg to the 50 back of the previous A. That's unbelievable, but that's how it is. All right. Now let's move on a little bit to the individual pairs. On the individual pair, guys, let's start with the euro dollar. Okay. The euro dollar, the most logical count goes with A, B, C, W, A flat B, S, and then A, we got A, most likely we should get something like this, B, and C to around 32.50, 32.70 area. Now, Like we say on the dollar needs one more high, the euro needs one more low. Areas of interest right here, we got 33.92, 34.18 against 34.61. A print about 34.61 is going to make the correction ended. And then we need to find a way. We have one already. I was discussing that with Divi a little while ago. Is when we code this something like this. Let me put it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A B, and a C. And then this A goes right here. And then from here we have A, B, Z. This is W in a flat. And then we got S. And then we have again A, B, C. And then we can call a complete correction if that being the case in the case of the euro. I mean, that's in the case that the euro do not make a new low. That should be the count there. Now, but I believe that it's going to make the low. I see the low all around the market. But who knows, guys? Who knows? That's why we're holding the loan from here. It's being as positive as 74 picks. But as you know, we've been very, very conservative with this euro trade because we know that at the end of the day, the euro should prove, we know that at the end of the day, the euro should trade higher to a minimum, the 50% back of this rally that comes around 37.28. So we don't want to take risk. We don't want to take risk, and that's why you guys see that we were almost 130 picks positive here, and we cancel the move. We stop at plus 17. There are moments, guys, that you should not play with the trades because you're gonna be ending losing it most of the time. Now, that's for the euro. We're expecting minimum a new low and then the rally and risk. Around the market, I mean, technically, we see the same pattern. One more low, one more high. Let me show you cable. Cable also, you have two ways. Either A, B, C, this is A flat B, and then a flat in C. But it looks like cable also is going to take the way A, B, C, W, S, A, B, C, with a final move to 155 happening, and from there, then the cable should rally to higher prices. And then you're going to see the same pattern everywhere in the market. I mean, going from cable, from euro, even the metals. Look at the metals. Look at the Norwegian crown. Look, you have in the crown, you have A, and then you have the flat in the middle. When you have A, and then you have A, B, C with the double zigzag on the B, and it looks like one more high is going to take it to 582, and from there, this pair also is going to trade lower. S&P cash, let me show you the cash. The cash is showing a flat also to the area that we mentioned early, and let me show you, it's very important that it is close from the bounce at the 1.618 of AB, so don't get surprised to see a rally tomorrow in risk. Maybe today is gonna, the pairs or the dollar is gonna make the marginal new high, and then it's gonna be bought strong. It's gonna be sold after the marginal new high, in my opinion, for the 79.7 area, 79.28. So again, that's what we like, we still see that the dollar, that the S&P cash is gonna trade higher to an area. Let's say that it hold like it is. The minimum that this pair is gonna trade higher is to an area around 1339 area, 1314, 1339, even 1298. 1298 can be the area, is the 618 of these two, so that can be the minimum area, and it can extend. Like I say, I think that 1300 is gonna be very interesting. Let me tell you why. Because is the 618 of the first leg, and also is the 618 of this leg already with this correction. So don't get surprised to a marginal new high about 1299. We close the correction, and then the market can start the set off that everyone is expecting. So for tonight, guys, what we see is a possible new high on the dollar and a reverse after. So let's leave it there. I'll see you guys tomorrow then.